Help me remind him where his priorities lie. Dwayne Murphy Jr., everybody.
Thank you. Keep it going a little bit longer, please. Please. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a little upset, Newport News, okay? Because gas is like 5 cents cheaper here than it is in Virginia Beach. A little upset, all right? Because I went to get gas, and it's like killing me. You know, I'm shaking the pump like it's an empty bottle of ketchup. Or I saw one guy squeezing the tube like Gogurt. Telling you, man, I'm about to say forget it and buy a horse. Like, I'm not joking. Be right on 64, just go around. Just go around. That was good. That was good. How's everybody doing? Anybody watching football? Anybody keeping up with it? Ravens won today. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't blame the Texans for losing though, because I personally am scared, deathly scared of the Ravens. Like they're just scary. Okay, they look like the perfect combination of convicts and UFC fighters. Like that's all. Who can beat them? Like they just go out there, and Ray Lewis, every freaking interview, he's just like, look, everybody else in the league is a punk, but me. Okay, so take the hits and shut the F up. All right, let's play some football. It's crazy. Tebow mania taking over. I'm a fan. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Me and you, we'll be fans together, right? It's weird though because see, when people ask me why I like Tebow, I got to give them the same explanation that I gave when people ask me why I like Justin Bieber. You know, yeah. They're like, well, do you think he's good? No, but my sister likes his hair, and he may or may not have slept with Kim Kardashian. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay. But I mean, honestly though, the reason why I do like him is because I'm religious. I'm a Christian, and I respect his values. You know, I'm a Christian. I think he's a good role model for people. You know, to be in the position that he's in. But I do, on the same note, feel like there's some times when he does kind of oversaturate the Jesus thing. You know, like he'll be at a press conference. I'm like, Tebow, how do you feel about the game? I'm like, well, I think we went out there, we just ran the plays that Jesus called. I threw the ball. Jesus was there to catch it. It was good. And then we just counted our runner game. I'm going to hand it to Jesus and run it right through the valley of the shadow of death. Very complex. For real. Like, every time, he doesn't throw well. Every time he throws the ball, I just picture him, like, whispering under his breath, go with Christ. But religion is something that's very prominent in my family. Like, my mom's very religious, my dad's religious. But my mom's an interesting story because she's a minister, but she grew up in, like, the heart of Brooklyn in the 80s, real rough. So she's like a thug, Back in her day, she grew up in the neighborhood, they would stab you and then try to sell you Band-Aids. Like, that's what they did on the regular, And I was, it would help us, my upbringing. That's my little brother right there. Give him a little clap. It was hard. It was hard for her upbringing because she would threaten us and try and pray for us all in one breath. She'd be like, both of y'all need to stop making all that noise, okay, before I grab my frying pan, I'm going to come up there and beat the pork out of both of y'all asses in the name of Jesus. We'd be confused. Like, I look at my brother, I'm like, did she just, like, threaten us with a Bible verse? And are we Muslim now? Like, I don't know what's going on. It would throw me off. Like, it really would throw me off. Her biggest problem with me was she didn't like the fact that I watched so much TV. Like, that's all I did growing up. And that's all I do now, is I watch a lot of TV. Like, I watch TV that I notice things that you probably, normal people shouldn't notice. Like, I hate when I watch one channel and they have a concept for a show, and then I see a different channel, but they got the same show. They want to call it something different, You got trading spouses, right? Oh, well, we're going to throw white swap at you. Boom. Yeah. You like Super Nanny? Nanny 911. I'm like, what? I don't get that. And my favorite show for a long time was River Monsters. Anybody else watch River Monsters? Yeah. I loved it for that first season. Then MTV got it and started calling it Jersey Shore. They expected me not to know the difference. I was like, come on, dog. You was fishing for a snooki last week, okay? You're not fooling me. Effed up. Like Channing, I also got out of a relationship not too long ago. was because one reason was she didn't like my political views, because I watched a lot of CNN. You know, one thing on CNN they started talking about for a little while was like aliens and Mars, and they felt like, you know, they could bring life from there and bring it here, and we could all get along. Like, these scientists didn't watch Independence Day. Like, they think that's a good idea. I don't trust it, okay? Because all aliens ever want to do is come down here, probe us in our butts and stuff. Okay? So I've taken it upon myself to make a lot more gay friends. I have. Alright? When we get surrounded by aliens, I'm like, oh, Rodrigo, what do we do? You just go. I'll hold off as many as I can. Just go. Go with Christ. Go! Save yourself. I'll be okay. Okay. And then, you know, so like I would try to explain this stuff to her, and like we would argue, you know, and that's one thing that like would get me, was that when we argued, I didn't really take the argument seriously, you know, like I'm a comedian, so I'm never one to pass up a good joke. That's what I do. So we was arguing, you know, and she was like, you know what, you really have a problem with this, okay, because you're stupid, you're acting real dumb. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you know what, just forget it, okay, don't ask me to have sex anymore, alright, I wouldn't get with you today, tomorrow, next week, I wouldn't get with you if we was the last two people on earth, okay. I was like, if we're the last two people on earth, you're getting raped, so it's not much you can do, alright? What are you going to do, call the sheriff? I am the sheriff in this situation, alright? So you need to tone that down, okay? Well, she would just keep going, you know, so eventually I just got sick of arguing. Like, whenever we argue, I would just, like, point at the floor. Like, that's all I do. And the reason I did it is because she always looked, you know? And it wasn't like like, she would look for, like, 5 minutes at that point. I've done it, like, 10 times. Like, seriously, every time. You'd be like, well, you're just stupid. You're just stupid. I'm like, oh, man, look, oh, what you, oh.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. You think you're funny, don't you? You think you're real funny. No, I don't think I'm funny, man. Oh, man, what? You think you're real funny, don't you? Yeah. I do. I really do. People ask me, you know, where I get, you know, my comedy from. It's just situations that happen in my life. You know, like my brother, he asked me for relationship advice one day, and I was like, okay, let me find out. He's like, well, you know, I kind of like this girl, you know, but I don't really know if I don't really know how to talk to her, because she told me like she accidentally lost her virginity and stuff and everything. I was like, hold on, time out. How do you accidentally lose your virginity? Like, what, she just wake up and was like, oh, I see what you're getting at there. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I had to take him to my grandfather. We went to go see my grandparents for Christmas, you know. And you know, I was all about it. I was like, I was going to ask him, you know, help me out. And my grandfather, he's not the best person to ask for advice sometimes, because he comes from the time when, you know, it's my house, my rules. I do what I want. I don't care what you're thinking. So we get there, right? And the first thing I see when I see my grandfather, okay, he's up in his bathroom, all right, sitting on the toilet. Like, here's the door, all right? Here's the toilet. My grandfather's sitting here, no clothes on, just butt naked, just like chilling, you know. He sees me, hey, what is up? Come on over here. Bring it. I was like, you know what, Grandpa, I'm just gonna, you can just keep that to yourself, man. You go with Christ. I'm not really doing that. It's just nasty. It's just bad. Okay, very, very bad. Another thing I like, though, you know, it's coming up right now, very important to our time, political season, all right? Barack Obama running for the second term. Anybody else an Obama fan? Yeah? Man, I like that. I like that. Cool. I'm going to get along with you, man. That's what's up. We're going to be... Yeah, that's right. But I like Obama because, like, I personally feel like he's a superhero, okay? And the reason why I say this is because he is president, but he has the worst possible name for a president. Barack Hussein Obama. You know, only thing worse would be like Hitler Satan. Or like Osama bin Lucifer. Or Sarah Palin. You know, this couple that I wrote down. And I was like, you know, this is great. But before I go, though, I want you guys to give yourselves a round of applause, okay? Thanks for, you know, coming out and stuff like that. important to us comedians, you know, like to have audience members and things like that, because, you know, my first show I did, I remember only one person showed up. Yeah. In the middle of my set, homie, he's got up and left. Wow. Yeah, I was like, what? So I followed him. I was like, no, it's not happening. I got in his car, I got in my car. Drove like 10 miles. And I was like, I'm going to confront him. I walked up to his house. I was like, Dad, why'd you leave, man? Hey, my name is Dwayne Murphy Jr. Like me on Facebook.